Black power feeding off the no power, all the children sing. Black power, no power feeding off the no power, all the children sing. A billion breathing, a billion breathing. A billion breathing, a billion breathing. Got a luxury flag, no one gives us the slack. With the fear in their hearts, with a happy fist, new world on our society. Dislocation is bound, holding ground like a bound. And the sick comes up your mind, a happy fist, new world on our society. And can't you not understand how we live in doctrine, civilized world? One-dimensionally interpreted to argue and falsify dreams. Mixed up, holy water, give me water stream. And they really cut loose. Secret society, don't let in all the poses who miss this special knock-knock joke. Read to be Mr. and Mrs. Kettlebunk, dancing life away. United Nations, nothing left to eat. We're all Bedlam warlords, all we can eat. Under a gravel pile of wet socks, dancing the night away.
Awesome.
What's up?
What's up? I'm Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Hi. What's your name?
I'm Megan.
Hey, Megan.
Hey.
So we're gonna call our show "Left in Carolina"
Left in Carolina. I like
for
it.
no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Actually, that is kind of cool for me because I didn't expect to still be living here at this age.
You're gonna be in
And
Michigan.
I'm not from here. I didn't know where I was going next, but I didn't think I was staying in North Carolina, and that was 20 years ago.
How
So.
about the Villages in Florida?
You're from the Villages?
No, but I lived like half an hour away
I have a friend whose
in the ghetto.
parents live in the Villages.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I probably did too.
She has a lot of funny things to say about that place. Yeah.
We know
Yeah.
people. I guess I know my sister said when Trump won, she went to whatever that place
Mar-a-Lago?
is. For some
Yeah.
other reason, he all came in, hey everybody, and they were like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Like on election day? Or like
Somewhere around there.
there.
Could have
Wow.
been before. It was when
wild?
it was in the news a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
Now I guess it's all about the
Yeah.
Villages.
Yeah, I guess. That's what I hear.
I'm gonna
I
live
don't
there
know.
when I'm old.
I think
and sit
that,
by the
like,
pool and not go in it.
I don't understand how people can be from Florida and then want to go back to Florida.
I wish they would
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I wish. Well, I don't want you to go back to Florida, but like in general, yeah.
All I could
don't
tell you
know.
is I'm sorry to say this, folks, but Asheville is full. There's no more room.
Yeah.
It's
With-
full. I'd like to
to
let you
capacity, to
Uh-huh.
capacity. Yeah, it's getting Hong Kong around here. Like
Right.
people are starting to build little like bunk beds for themselves in warehouses.
in. I mean, I don't think you should
Yeah,
come.
not really.
And you'll have to get past the moat.
Yeah,
There's a moat around Asheville.
with dragons and yeah.
It's funny to find out that's Stephen Colbert's idea to
What
build
was
the
his idea?
wall and to have a moat with alligators and snakes in it.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it was smart to know that you can't have both alligators and snakes in a moat. The snakes would eat all the alligators, and you just have snakes anyway. So
The
at least the
snake-
president
did
said,
snakes-
I want snakes or alligators.
Snakes eat alligators?
I don't know.
Okay, my favorite thing.
If they're big enough and small enough, they would. Yeah. Probably.
My favorite funny
With the
things
alligator.
about the wall specifically was when the wall supporters started a GoFundMe to like kick in money to help build the wall. And then on the other side, somebody started a GoFundMe to raise money for ladders to climb over the wall.
Oh God.
And then somebody else was raising money for, I think, tunnels
Shovels?
to dig under. Shovels, tunnels to dig. And there were like these they were actual campaigns on GoFundMe for like various like cartoon counterattacks against, like
Yeah,
ladders.
yeah. But somebody got the money
tunnels.
for the shovels and they're not
So,
building the wall.
yeah,
so what are you
right,
going to do
I
with
don't
that?
know. I don't know.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
So I can make
It was, fundraising as political, like statement. I thought was pretty interesting. And I mean, you know that none of those are going to go through, so I guess you can pledge money because it will never actually, they'll never actually be able to cash it for you. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not actually going to do what they said, but still.
I think the joke was
like
getting
it.
old about the wall. They had to find the moat thing. Electric alligators or
Let's have a moat with electric.
fireproof snakes.
Sure. I like it.
I never understood why the moat was like, like they have the drawbridge and whatever and the moats and stuff like that. And the old castles.
Yeah, I mean, I guess just, they didn't have drones yet, so a moat was kind of a formidable obstacle. If you're
guess. Good enough
mainly
moat.
like pulling weapons on wheeled carts or you're on foot, I mean that's kind of
Yeah.
the technology, that was the transportation in those days. So like if you're on foot and like where you're trying to get to has a moat and you don't have a boat to like
Yeah.
float all of your
I was watching that
weaponry on.
Netflix show. It's like the new Simpsons on Netflix. It's Enchanted or something like that. And I remember seeing them go up to a moat and I, for some reason, realized that it wasn't a good deterrent, but I can't remember how or why now.
Well, moats, I mean, a
I'm
moat
like,
is a
oh,
moat.
they could.
I think just by definition, like if there's a moat, the rule is it's going to be kind of a pain in the ass to figure out how to get
Yeah.
across it. Whether it's got alligators or it's
You got to hire like moat people.
or even if it's like lava, like when little kids play the floor is lava, like even if it's that kind of moat, like you're going to have to jump or something.
Yeah.
So it slows people down. I don't know.
You'd assume there's
I
snakes
think
and alligators.
Asheville could use a moat. I think we should put a moat around Asheville.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
get the river, like get an outlet and have it go all the way
Yeah.
around, like probably where
Yeah.
the highway is.
I mean,
and
you
just
don't
keep people
want
out.
to flood anybody out necessarily who lives here, but also, just slow
Except for
down.
maybe
the-
South
slow
Asheville.
down.
They
No,
flood
can't
easy
flood.
too.
I know.
If we could just flood it enough,
They
they'd all
do.
get on
They
the
do.
planes and go back to Florida.
Did I tell you in all seriousness that I had a letter published in the Mountain Express last week? Yeah, not this week's, last week's. Speaking of putting moats up and stuff in South
That's
South
our
Asheville.
local newspaper.
Yeah, yeah, it's about the development that they want to build down the street. I'll tell you about it later.
Where the coffee place is across in that field
down
right there?
no, not right there, but 2 or 3 blocks down, like on Starnes and Elizabeth Place. So like the other wing of Elizabeth Place.
Why do they need to
Yeah.
build anything? I mean,
Well,
we do
they're
need to
gonna
sit
build-
here
I
and
mean,
talk about that.
Somebody's gonna build something on there because it's like a 2-lot parcel of land with one small 1940s era house. And I think nobody lives in the house, or nobody wants the
probably
house.
easy.
They're gonna knock it down, and then build 2 11-unit apartment buildings, which cool. We do need apartment buildings.
If they say so.
But this is what
If that's what the
they're
neighborhood
doing.
wants.
Well, it's kind of what I want because it would make my rent, like when I want to move next, to make it easier to find. Like I'd have more choices at a lower price, theoretically speaking. The problem is, it's like where the cliff drops off down towards the start of the creek, where the creek comes out of the ground. The Reed Creek Greenway
Yeah.
extension is supposed to go there.
I don't think that's
They're
happening
going to
anymore.
no, listen, I'm going to a meeting about it on Wednesday. They want to raise the top, like the grade of topsoil up to, they want to raise it 28 feet. 28 feet. Like, that's like a 5-story house, 4-story house. They're going to build the ground up 5 stories. And then there's going to be like a 19-foot retaining wall, and the buildings just look like huge. And they're not ugly or anything. Like they'd be compatible with like the historic aesthetic of the neighborhood. They're just too big for the place they want to put them. So it's coming up again on the agenda at the Historic Resources Commission meeting on Wednesday.
White power, go power, feeding off the no power. All the children sing.